Designed for armored reconnaissance purposes, meet one of the best wheeled tank destroyer made by French, AMX-10RC armored vehicle. Different from the amphibious AMX-10P, the AMX-10RC is mainly deployed for reconnaissance missions in dangerous environments or for effective fire support in the battlefield. Recently, President Emmanuel Macron promised Ukraine to supply AMX-10RC armored vehicles, but his administration did not specify how many or when they would be delivered. So how is it going on? According to the French administration, President Emmanuel Macron agreed to supply AMX-10RC armored vehicles during a phone discussion with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Mr. Macron's office did not say how many units of AMX-10RC would be sent or when they would be sent. The vehicles, which carry a cannon like a tank but travel on tires rather than tracks, are typically deployed for armed reconnaissance. The AMX-10RC is a powerfully equipped armored reconnaissance vehicle with excellent road and cross-country mobility, as well as being protected against light infantry weapons. It is produced by Nexter System, a French company which also manufactures Leclerc tanks and 155mm Caesar self-propelled guns. The AMX-10RC design is, however, different from the AMX-56 Leclerc, although it is the first Western armored vehicle that comes anything close to what is called a light tank. A unique feature of this wheeled tank in the 6x6 formula is the Messier Auto Industry hydropneumatic suspension with variable ground clearance and camber, as well as centralized lubrication and tire inflation system. Its unique hydropneumatic suspension technology allows the crew to raise and lower the vehicle's hull, similar to the American lowrider car, which reduces its visibility to adversaries. The vehicle also has the ability to rotate 360 degrees like a tracked vehicle, enabling it to change direction quickly. Furthermore, the AMX-10RC is featured with a nuclear, biological, chemical protective system and can undertake reconnaissance in radioactive environments. Manned by a crew of 4, the AMX-10RC is a heavily armored combat vehicle which weighs 15.8 tons, with a slightly heavier variant, the AMX-10RCR, weighing 16.6 tons. The vehicle can also be outfitted with a SEPAR mine IED protection package, increasing its weight to 22 tons. From 1981 to 1985, the AMX-RC vehicle is powered by Hispano-Suiza HS-115 multi-fuel with 250 horsepower, and currently it has a Baldwin diesel model 6F11 SRX producing 280 horsepower. The AMX-10RC can reach a speed of 53 miles per hour on road at an effective range of 497 miles, while off-road it can run at the speed of 25 miles per hour. As a heavily equipped armored reconnaissance vehicle and protected against light infantry weaponry, the AMX-10RC is designed with all-around armor against 14.5mm armor piercing and frontal armor against 23mm armor piercing. This wheeled tank is mainly armed with 105mm F2BK Mecha L47 gun. This cannon features modern sub-caliber rounds that can penetrate 350mm armor at a range of up to 7,217 feet. Therefore, they should be able to deal with a main battle tank. In addition, two 7.62mm NF1 coaxial machine guns with 4,000 cartridge as second armament. There are also 12.7mm M2HBAA machine gun and 4 Gallic smoke dischargers as the add-on. Throughout its lifespan, the AMX-10RC underwent various modifications, such as the addition of new thermal imaging sights, DIVT-16, 18, and 19 caster, increased steel armor, and improved muzzle brake, and the Finder C2R battlefield control system. These changes resulted in different versions of the vehicle, with varying capabilities. For instance, the base model of the AMX-10RC was able to swim, while the AMX-10RC Surblind, which had added armor, could not. The most recent version of the vehicle, the AMX-10RCR Revelaries, has enhanced electronics. The AMX-10RC vehicles have been used by the French Army since the 1980s, with a total of 457 vehicles manufactured. These vehicles have seen action in various conflicts such as the Gulf War, Afghan War, and operations in Mali, Kosovo, and Ivory Coast. Currently, 245 of these vehicles are still in use by the French Army, while others have been sold to Morocco, Qatar, and Cameroon. The remaining vehicles are being stored in warehouses. Ukraine is seeking support from allies for advanced weapons, which they believe are necessary to fight against Russia. However, some countries, such as the US and Europe, have been hesitant to provide these arms due to concerns about escalating the conflict. As the situation has worsened and Russian aggression has increased, allies have become more willing to provide Ukraine with the weapons they need. France has previously provided Ukraine with various military equipment, such as armored personnel carriers, rocket launchers, air defense missile systems, anti-tank and anti-aircraft missiles, as well as around 18 Caesar howitzers. Other Ukraine allies have also provided support in the form of armored personnel carriers and vehicles, such as German and British anti-aircraft vehicles and Soviet-designed tanks from Eastern European nations, including Poland. However, Ukraine is also looking for more heavy-duty fighting vehicles, which some of its allies have been hesitant to provide. For example, Germany has turned down requests for Leopard 2 tanks, but has agreed to send the Marder infantry fighting vehicle. The AMX-10RC, which the French government has referred to as the first armored vehicle of Western design promised to Ukraine, could bring new capabilities to Ukrainian soldiers in their fight against the Russian army. President Macron has previously faced criticism from some allies, particularly in Eastern Europe, for his statements on Russia's role in a new stability order in Europe, as well as for his stance on not provocating Russia and keeping diplomatic relations with President Putin. However, he has also clearly stated his support for Ukraine's success in the war. Although the office of President Macron did not provide any details regarding the number of vehicles to be delivered or the delivery date, this is a positive development, as it suggests that future Western allies may be more willing to provide Ukraine with advanced military equipment, including Western-designed tanks. On the other hand, President Biden acknowledged that the U.S. is looking into the possibility of sending Bradley vehicles, which could expand the range of weapons provided to Ukraine. Biden approved the supply of Patriot missile system, which is the most advanced ground-based air defense system in the U.S., to Ukraine. In modern warfare, the type of equipment used is crucial. For example, if French Leclerc tanks were to face Russian tanks, it would likely result in a victory for the French and minimal losses for them. However, if a similar force of AMX-10RCs were to face Russian tanks, the French would have a difficulty surviving. While the AMX-10RC, a small and agile six-wheeled armored reconnaissance vehicle with a powerful gun, is not a tank, it will still make a significant contribution to Ukraine's defense. But what do you think? That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.